how to become a filmmaker and how to become a producer in or out of Hollywood. So let me finish this thumbnail upload, and I'll be right with you guys. So tonight we're going to shoot the third segment of my 5-segment course online on how to pitch a TV show or how to pitch a business. And it starts with producing, like your own content. And that's why this is how to become a producer, how to become a filmmaker. Because everything I do myself. And let's see. Of course, there's my thumbnail. And go save. So that gives me the right thumbnail that I want to project out there. So I can close that. Then I'll go to my phone so I can find my video link. There it is. How to become a producer live. So now I'm going to share that to a friend of mine who's watching. There it is, and go. Click that on your computer to tune in. Alright, so now we have to get boogieing. I want this to be a 30-minute stream. We're going to be shooting one segment tonight. And as you're watching this, you're like, well, how is this teaching me how to become a producer? How is this teaching me how to become a filmmaker? It's showing you that most filmmakers, most producers work by themselves. They make all the decisions. They don't necessarily set up the equipment, although filmmakers can, because at times they work by themselves. And I always work by myself, especially with my YouTube content. And so you're going to see me set up and film. So that's the wall we're going to be shooting against. And this, tonight, I'm shooting the third segment of my 5-segment course, like I said, on how to pitch a business or TV show. So let me and I'm going to be filming it on my iPhone. So, seemed like it was flashing at you, but I'm going to be filming it on my iPhone. And so this is my camera. You don't have to have a fancy camera. I do have a fancy HD camera, but this one has better autofocus, has great sound, and so I do enjoy using this as my camera because I don't have to worry about, since I'm filming myself, keeping myself in focus and any of that stuff. So let me now go get my tripod. Tripod and light. Basically a key light, because I don't really need a fill light. And so this key light is going to go here. Got this one set here. Perfect. And for this one I'm going to stand up. For the last couple, I was sitting down. As you see, I've got a chair here, director's chair. So I'm going to scoot this out of the way. Move this off to the side. Got food on the floor. Okay, so now I'm going to set up the tripod. And I don't always extend the legs fully because I'm usually filming in my room and don't need it at full height. But since I'll be standing for this segment, I'll want it at full height. And let's see, over here. So as you can see, this is not at my level yet. So we will break it up. And anyone who is a filmmaker breaking into filmmaking, you know that you're not going to film with your camera like this. You're going to film with your camera like this. So it's 9 by 16. So I have my cell phone tripod head. And like I said, the great thing about this is I don't need to worry about focusing. It's autofocus. So I simply open up my phone. Always ask me for my D. Okay, get the video segment. And let's see. Turn the camera toward me. And there you go. Now, the great thing about being a filmmaker is, as you can see, I'm only wearing sweats, nothing fancy. But as I bring you over here, so you can see what the camera sees, it's, I can even stand back here and it's only seeing my top half. And so I don't have to worry about looking great from the waist down, as long as I look okay from the waist up. All right. So now you have to be aware of your background, of what's showing in the screen. And then I want to add fill light or key light so it fills in my face from the front. And that actually looks pretty good. You always want to bounce the light off of something. You don't want direct light. That's why I've got, as you can see, it facing straight up, so it's bouncing off the ceiling. And that actually gives great fill light for the shot. And so I can walk into frame, and when I stand up in the frame, you have to always watch your headroom. So, like, this might be okay for a close-up, but since I'm standing up, you want headroom about like that. So whenever you're framing something, if someone's talking directly at you, this is the proper frame. If I'm supposed to be talking to someone, like this, then you want headroom this way. Hey, how you doing? And then the reply would be, I'm doing fine. You want, face room like this. You wouldn't want to film, hey, how you doing? Like this. Or, oh, I'm doing fine. So you have to be aware of headroom. And you're framing with some water. There we go. sent in your email. Okay. Letting a friend know that I am... Oh! I see a viewer. Hi! I'm not sure if this is Denise or one of my community. If it's Denise, hi and welcome. How to wet the pipes. And I'll give you a brief tour. This is my phone that I'm going to be filming on. The frame is going to be basically here, like this. I'm going to be with this about against the wall behind me. I've got my light set up here, shooting straight up, bouncing off the ceiling, because you never want direct light on you. And so I'm going to put this here. And let's see, I'm going to be, hi, how are you? So you can see me. Let's put this up a little bit. Pardon the stark light there. But this way I can be going in and out of frame like this. I can exit frame from what I'm filming. And as I was mentioning before, that I use my phone to film because of the... Let's see if I can change this angle so you're not blinded by that light. This is a little bit better. What's up, girl? There's a chat window on here, and it shows me the chat right there. Great to see you, sweetie. So, anyway, so now here, if I'm here, you can see me, and that light's not as bright as that one. And so, I can be, because this is how I want you to watch how I present. So, I'll be going, hey, how you doing tonight? Blah, 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 blah. And you'll be able to see how I move here. Okay, and actually, the hair looks okay. Let me go. I'm going to go do a quick comb through my hair. Well, good. I don't see you logged in right now, but if you're watching, it's great to see you. Don't see you logged in right now, but if you're still watching, that's awesome. And you can do a chat in the window on the live stream, so you don't have to worry about texting here. All right. So now I'm going to do a review of what I'm going to talk about, because this is part 3. And whenever you are pitching a business or a TV show idea, you want to have the basic components. Your cold opening, which catches the attention, and then you want to solve a problem. So there's the cold opening, solve a problem, explain how you're going to solve it, and then your wrap up. So there's 4 components to a pitch, and there's 5 segments to the video course, because the first one is kind of introducing the course, telling you what I'm going to be talking about. And I shot the second segment, which was the cold opening. So now I've got 3 more segments to film, and I'll be showing you this second segment, third segment of the course, second segment of the actual course. Sounds weird. So the second one is solving a problem, because every business solves a problem, and believe it or not, every film idea, every TV show idea solves a problem. So I'm going to enter from off stage. Welcome back. Solve a problem. That's the name of this course. Solve a problem. Every business should solve a problem. Your business needs to solve a problem. When you're thinking of a business and even thinking of a TV show pitch, you need to solve a problem. So let's look at a business. I was creating a mop bucket because it could save water all over the world. That's solving a problem because water could be a problem. Let's see. No chats yet. My new business, this is how to pitch, because there's people out there who have business ideas, who have show ideas, and they don't know how to pitch. So I'm solving that problem. So any business idea that you have to think, okay, is this really solving a problem? That's your first really question you have to answer. I need some lip therapy, so my lips don't stick together. So we are at solving a problem. So what I'm going to basically do, okay, so solving a problem, I'm going to describe it, boom. And so what I'm going to attempt to do, not attempt, what I'm going to do is we're almost at 20 minutes in the stream, which is perfect because when I start to film the segment, I want it to be 5 to 6 minutes. And I'm going to have the stream a 30-minute stream. So you've seen me set up, you've seen me get the camera in position, get the lighting set up, talk to the streamers who were watching live, and then, working the element, getting used to it. This is how you become a filmmaker. This is how you become a producer. You learn and you go from start to finish. What am I doing? What's going to be the end result? That's all upon you. You're the filmmaker, you're the producer, you decide everything that happens within the production. So, one more walkthrough, and then I'm going to turn the camera on and just go for it. Welcome back. Solving a problem. Yes, that is the name of this segment. You make sure you solve a problem. Every business solves a problem, and believe it or not, every series, TV series, solves a problem. They might go, well, okay, I understand how a business can solve a problem, but how can a TV series solve a problem? Well, the problem the networks have is they want to sell ad revenue. They want to make money. And so you're going to say, hey, with this idea, you can do all that. I'm solving your problem of how to get ad revenue, how to get people interested. So that's how you solve a problem with a television show. Solving a problem with a business idea may be easier for you to comprehend. I have a mop bucket idea that could save the world millions of gallons of water. So obviously if I'm going to push or pitch that idea, that's what I'm going to point out. After my cold opening, I'm going to go, water. It needs to be saved. Or I say, problem, shortage of water. Solution, my mop bucket. That's how you point out what question or what problem you're solving. If you're pitching a TV show, you can sit there and have the cold opening of, boom, midnight, Washington, D.C. This voice recording happens, and you play the voice recording, and people are like, what's he talking about? And then you sit there and say, vampires, prime time. eyes on the channel. You're going to answer what the problem is and how you're solving it. And that is the basis of this part of the course, is take your time to solve a problem. So if your business is selling golf balls, you're like, how do I solve a problem with that? Well, you become creative. And you sit there and you think, okay, golf balls are needed for the golf court, for the golf course, and you think up some interesting factoid about golf balls. You know, 4, you swing, yeah, I don't know, you figure it out. So, I won't talk about golf balls. Okay, so I talked about the mop bucket, which is an easy problem to find a solution for. So, I mean, this part of the course is probably going to be very short. I may not even have 4 to 5 minutes to talk about solving a problem. So I'm just going to go for it. Okay, video, spin it toward me. It's perfect. You can stand back here, and that's the camera there. Solving a problem. I look at, that's one thing, when you use your phone, you cannot look at the display screen. You want to look at the little camera lens. It's like here, if I'm looking at the display screen, you can see I'm not looking at the camera. I have to make sure I look at the camera and talk to you like this and not like this. A lot of people take selfies and they look at they're like this, and you can see the eyes are off because they're looking at the phone display. Very few people go, ha, with a selfie and actually look at the camera. So always make sure you're looking at the camera. All right. We are rolling. Welcome back. Solve a problem. That is the topic. And I just realized, do I want those speakers in the view? I can even see. All right, so let's turn the camera this way slightly. Always be aware of your background. Okay, that lamp is okay. Speaker is there. If there's a way I could get them off of there. Let's see. We move this here. Let's see what that looks like. Much better. Always be aware of your background. We're rolling. Welcome back. Solve a problem. That is the title of this segment of the course. Solve a problem. As you know, when you start your pitch for either your business or your TV series, you start off with that cold opening, taking the audience by surprise. Hey, what's he talking about? But then you have to explain the problem that you're solving. So you might even say, wait, how do you solve a problem with a television show? Well, the problem the networks or the streaming companies have is they want ad revenue. They want eyes on their content. And so how you're solving their problem is you're bringing them amazing content. You're pitching your show idea, which is going to razzle-dazzle them, and they're going to go, hey, that's a great idea. That's how you solve a problem to pitch a TV show. Now, solving a problem to pitch a business might be a little bit easier for people to realize or conceive. I have a mop bucket idea. It could save the world billions of gallons of water every year. So, if I was to pitch that idea, of course, I'd have my cold opening, and I'd say, water. Boom, bam. Get dramatic, catch them like, well, what's he talking about? But then you have to go into the problem. And so you could even go, problem, shortage of water, 20 years. Solution, my mop bucket. And that's going to get them whoa, what's this about? And then you continue forward to the next segment, which is going to be about explaining how you're going to solve the problem in more detail. So, solve a problem. That is the gist, the point, and the base fact of this segment of the course. So take your business idea, whether you're selling golf balls, whether you're selling a website, whether you're selling oil for a car, whatever your business is. If it's a service, if you're catering a food company, what problem are you solving? That's an easy one. Hunger. Corporate hunger. You can make a joke out of a catering company. Problem, corporate hunger. Solution, my tasty bits. So make it funny, make them laugh, because the more they enjoy your pitch, the better off you're going to be getting that point in there and getting it sold. Same thing, like I said, with the television show. I've got a vampire TV show I'm going to be selling soon, and so I'm going to be hitting them with the goth, and the wow, and the bang, and the problem, viewers, and, hungry for vampires. A solution, my show. So you're always thinking, okay, after my cold opening, which we went through in the previous course part, now solve the problem. So take your time, take your idea, whether it's for a show or for a business, and put thought into, okay, how am I solving a problem? That's the most important thing. Make sure you're solving the problem. There's a lot of businesses out there, like Twitter. They could even break Twitter down to how they're solving a problem. Social media in general, problem, separation of families, solution, Facebook. So any business model can be broken down to what problem are you solving? And that's it. So take your time, figure it out, do the homework. When you're done developing your cold opening, and then when you've figured out what problem you're solving, come on back for the next part of this course, which is going deeper to explain how you're solving the problem. Well, see you next time. Now that shows 4 minutes of time, and that's actually pretty good. I get the basic point across, let them know what was going on, threw a little bit of humor in there, and then just got out without dragging on. People don't want content that drags on. So, not to drag on this content, thank you all for watching. Any questions, leave them in the comment section below. If you want any more details, you want to talk to me directly, I will reply to all comments. So thanks for watching. Enjoy the rest of your evening or afternoon whenever you're watching this, and we'll see you on the next time I go live. Take care.